You don't need to collapse to deserve rest. You don't need to break down to finally listen to your body. You don't need to disappear from your life to recover your life. Burnout is not a sign that you are weak. It's a message. It's your soul telling you that the way you've been carrying your life is no longer sustainable. And the good news, you do not have to lose momentum to heal. You can restore your energy and keep your life moving forward. And today, I'll show you how. Why does burnout happen? Burnout doesn't show up out of nowhere. It builds quietly, slowly, patiently. It begins when you repeatedly perform tasks that don't excite you anymore, when you ignore your emotional needs, when you silence your intuition just to be productive. Burnout begins when you give and give and give without receiving. You push beyond your capacity because rest feels like failure, and then suddenly you wake up tired. You can't think clearly. Everything feels heavy. Your creativity is gone. Your joy feels out of reach. Burnout is actually not too much work. It's too little alignment between you and what you are repeatedly doing for work. Burnout happens when your effort is no longer connected to your truth. But guess what? You don't need to stop. You just need to change how you move. For starters, slow down. You can slow down without losing progress. Most high achievers are terrified of slowing down because they think, if I stop pushing, everything I've built will fall apart. But the truth is, slowing down sharpens your focus. Rest makes your actions more potent. Stillness restores your creativity. And getting in alignment multiplies your impact. Momentum is not speed. Momentum is consistency. And you can be consistent at a sustainable pace. Pay attention to the level of excitement with your work. Repeatedly doing the same tasks that bore you stiff will eventually lead to burnout. I once coached a heart surgeon who was totally out of her depth with her work. She loved helping people in the theaters, and she did a fantastic job, yet every conversation, every surgery drained her. When we finally got to what her core needs were, she realized she loved her work. However, she preferred to work with children. She had lost a baby many years ago due to a heart condition while the baby was in the womb. Sheila moved to the pediatric surgery department, and she enjoyed every opportunity she got to look after babies from the time before they were born until they grew into adolescence. She had more responsibilities in this role. However, it didn't matter because she was doing something that meant much more to her than just work. Sheila performed some groundbreaking pediatric surgeries in her new identity. Burnout often means you lost touch with your purpose. So ask yourself questions like, why am I doing this? Who am I becoming through this? Does this feel aligned? And then answer yourself honestly. Because when your why is alive, your energy level stays high. The next layer is to rebuild your identity. This is the most important part of curing burnout. You have to stop identifying as the one who handles everything, the one who is strong, the one who is reliable, the one who never stops. Identifying yourself in that way chokes you. Your identity should be easy. It should be things like, I am the one who creates results from alignment, clarity, and personal power. And you have to repeatedly remind yourself not to identify with self-sacrifice. You don't have to burn out to be brilliant. You don't have to exhaust yourself to be worthy. You are allowed to create a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks impressive on the outside. You can build your dreams without abandoning yourself because your peace is not your reward. Your peace is the foundation. So breathe, recenter, and come back to yourself. You are allowed to rise without suffering to prove you deserve the rise. If this spoke to you, then comment below, I choose aligned success. And if you are ready to build your next chapter with more peace, clarity, and power, then make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. This is your season of balanced excellence. Welcome home.